Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the digital asset investor and Fruition Productions that's doing XRP. The XRP Unleashed documentary is imminently going to be releasing their dates for the shows being shown. I think I'm going to get these places right. Don't quote me though, because it's not official. I think they're going to do one showing in, I want to say Los Angeles, then maybe Phoenix, then maybe Houston, Washington, D.C., Boston, Atlanta. I think I got them right. I don't think I missed anybody. It's possible. But they put this out this morning. This was last night. Finished up Act 2 today, which goes deep in Bill and Jay's excellent adventure at the SEC. This is going to get interesting, folks. So keep your eyes open. These guys are going to be, they're going to be talking about this soon. I wanted to show you this. Uphold is not my sponsor right now or anything. I just want to show you this because this is huge to me.
There's no better way of holding US dollars on a crypto platform. Did you know that there are hundreds of millions of dollars of customer money that sit on crypto platforms, and it's the bank or the platform that takes the interest? At Uphold, it's different. We've launched the USD interest account that pays 4.9% on balances over $1,000 and 2% from $1. Your money is FDIC insured up to $2.5 million. There's no subscription, no fees, and you have instant access to your money 24/7.
That, my friends, is a big deal. There's a lot of big deals going on today. There's a lot going on out there. James Phelan, breaking. Ripple has filed a cross appeal of Judge Torres' judgment entered on August 7th, 2024. Stuart Alderati, the SEC lost on all key points. That's why they appealed. Today, Ripple filed a cross appeal to ensure nothing's left on the table, including the argument that there can't be an investment contract without there being essential rights and obligations found in a contract. Importantly, the SEC has already said they aren't appealing the ruling that XRP itself isn't a security. They even apologized in another case for suggesting a token itself could be a security. That's the law, and an appeal on these other issues doesn't change it. Last year, SEC unsuccessfully tried to take an early appeal of the rulings that Ripple's XRP sales on exchanges and Ripple's other XRP distributions like employees and developers weren't securities. They'll likely go after these again, and they will lose on both again. We look forward to the Federal Court of Appeals finally putting a stake in the heart of Gensler's misguided attack on our industry. Brad Garlinghouse weighed in. As I said earlier this month, if Gensler and the SEC cared about the rule of law, they would accept their loss and move on. But they are not interested in faithfully applying the law and providing clarity to the industry players in the U.S. under Chair Gensler. The agency is only interested in creating havoc. U.S. innovation and technology be damned. With our cross appeal today, we're looking forward to sealing the SEC's fate and finally putting an end to the SEC's regulation by enforcement agenda. Ripple was the industry leader in the first go-around in court, and we look forward to leading the way this round as well. Here's Meta Lawman when he was weighing in on what a cross appeal might involve.
If the SEC appeals, then it is highly likely that Ripple will cross appeal and argue that the judge got it wrong about the institutional sales and certainly got it wrong about the ODL sales, that neither of those were, in fact, investment contracts that satisfy the Howey test. So this happens all the time. If the other party appeals and you didn't have a complete and utter total victory, then you cross appeal, to
kill the appeal.
Yeah.
So now Ripple can appeal. Now that the SEC has appealed, I just pulled something in my back here. I'm sitting here. You know how sometimes you just sit funny and you pull something? Well, I had to stand up here to keep myself from having some muscle cramp or something. All right, and then Brad Garlinghouse retweeted this clip. The calls are coming from inside the House. Commissioner Uyode calls the SEC's approach to crypto a disaster, and right on cue, the agency sues Cumberland. This is Cumberland, I thought it was called DWS or something. Anyway, we'll get to that. For operating as an unregistered securities dealer, this circus needs to end.
Well, it's great to be here.
What is the SEC doing regarding crypto?
Well, I think our policies and our approach for the last several years have been just really a disaster for the whole industry. We have been setting this policy through enforcement. We've done nothing to provide guidance on it. And as a result, this is being shaped by the courts. And different courts have ruled different ways. I think what this Wells notice is, and while I won't comment on the specifics of this litigation, the Wells, what has gone on is part of a broader frustration with the fact that we have not provided interpretive guidance as to what you can and cannot do. And if you are involved in some sort of securities offering, how you register, how you get regulated as a broker-dealer, how you get registered as an exchange. Well, it's great to be here.
What is the...
Okay, these other commissioners are throwing Gary under the bus. Now SEC sues Cumberland DRW for unregistered securities trading. Cumberland's one of the world's leading liquidity providers that offers trading and investment services. This is a note from Cumberland, and I'm assuming from their CEO. Today, we become the latest target of the SEC's enforcement-first approach to stifling innovation and preventing legitimate companies from engaging in, this is the important point to me. This comes we have engaged in 5 years of good faith discussions with the SEC on this point. On our end, we've shared dozens of written summaries of statements produced by thousands of pages of material and made our senior management and compliance personnel available for many hours of interviews. Today's complaint is the first time the SEC has outlined the specific transactions at issue. In other words, they've been meeting with them, gathering evidence on this company who's acting in good faith for 5 years. Does that sound familiar? I mean, this is a government that has turned on its people, folks. That's what this really is. This isn't even about crypto. This is about a government, an agency, and the bureaucrats, appointed bureaucrats, who have turned on the people of the United States. That is what this is. You can't have a government that's acting in bad faith while the people are acting in good faith, meeting with you, saying, all right, tell us what we can and can't be doing, but you won't tell them, and you just sue them after 5 years of them trying to work with you in good faith. That is sick. Our country is sick. These people have to go, not just go, they have to face consequences. Brad Garlinghouse keeps on saying this over and over. There's no repercussions for these people's actions that are not faithful to law. In other words, they're breaking the law without consequence. Jay Clayton, Bill Hinman, you'll see it in the documentary. Jay Clayton, Bill Hinman, Gary Gensler. What are their consequences for their actions? You got to have consequence, or you can't be running an agency and have no consequence. That doesn't work. Then this guy, I don't know who this guy is, says he's VP Regulatory Affairs at Paradigm, and I don't know if they're involved with this company, but look what he said here. Look, at this point, I'd admire it if Gary Gensler just said openly what he is rumored to say privately, that he's trying to destroy crypto for the sake of other markets, and he is willing to bet the SEC's regulatory powers at this Supreme Court while singing "Luck Be a Lady Tonight." In other words, he's willing to let all this go to the Supreme Court just to hope that he gets that one win at the Supreme Court and they redeem him on everything. I mean, what a creep. What a creep this guy is. Then you got this. Bitnomial sues SEC over claim that XRP is a security. The XRP token is already regulated as a commodity, and the SEC duplicates and compounds the regulatory burden by saying it's a security. Bitnomial argues This is from Bitnomial, who I've never even heard of, but I'll follow them. Bitnomial Exchange LLC has filed suit against the SEC to prevent them from overreaching their statutory authority and asserting joint jurisdiction over Bitnomial's XRP futures contracts, which are under the sole jurisdiction of the CFTC. Wow. It's like at every turn, Gary Gensler's going after XRP. Why XRP? Does anybody listening to my voice ever ask yourself the question, why are they so fixated on XRP? You don't fixate on losers, folks. You fixate on the ones you're worried about. That's why. Look at Caitlin Long. Here's the other part of the corruption. Please help if you have info about Operation Choke Point 2.0 in mid-late November 2022, please come forward to contact reporters. Around that time, Fed staffers in D.C. blitzed at least 4 crypto banks, including the Sunday after Thanksgiving, 11/27/22. Isn't it odd how many federal staffers were working on the Sunday after Thanksgiving 2022? Multiple sources recently revealed why. The Fed in D.C. blitzed at least 4 crypto banks around that time, including on that very day, holiday weekend Sunday. If you can share more about this time period, please get in touch. I mean, this is wild. I've got so much more that I'm gonna stop it there and put the rest in the next video. But in DAIXRP.com, here's what we're gonna talk about. There's a 3-letter shock video. I want to this might be the smoking 3-letter gun. And in fact, that's a thumbnail. Smoking. I can't say 3-letter. I can do asterisks though. Smoking 3-letter gun, because and this is about the X47, that attempt or potential attempts. And also I'm going to show you, I may go ahead and show you this video of what I think is coming, and a lot of dominoes falling, folks. Okay. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the like button, tell your friends and family. Away we go.